Hello guys, welcome to Tarot Predictions, and this is going to be your weekend reading. I do apologize about the delay, but I do have some technical issues. And with that being said, I do want to announce the winner of this week giveaway, which is going to receive a personal weekly reading for the week that is yet to come. That is Alana Jagash, and I already contacted her. So if you want to be on her place, the only thing you need to do is to share the post with this video and the videos that will come forth in the week that is coming. And at the end, at Friday, I'm going to choose the next winner of the next giveaway, a free reading for the week that is yet to come. So with that being said, guys, while I'm shuffling, I want to again remind you that if you do want a personal reading with me, you can purchase one at www.tarotpredictions.net, which is written here in the post and the description of the video. And as well, if you want to support, if you wish to support the channel, you can always make a subscription so with it you will start receiving the full and new moon period of time, personal reports with that subscription. And also the subscription supports the channel and the website and the Facebook page and everything. So with that being said, we will go directly to Aries so we can see how Aries are going to face the upcoming week. Just one second. Okay. And so for Aries, the card is the Star card. So that is going to be a flawless weekend for Aries. Is basically well, people saying that this is a hopes coming true, but in this case it's kind of like improvement of a personal circumstances, in a sense where let's say that you had a very stressful week, full of difficulties, full of troubles, Aries, and this weekend, for what does it seems, the tantrum, the turmoil, the torment, it is almost over, or it is over. In another scale, this card could represent a unfolding agenda, or kind of like a hope that or aim of yours, which is staying further in the future, quite far away from you for now, but path for you toward it, it's clear. It's kind of like giving you hope for a better times, and this isn't just unjustified hope, guys. It is very real. It is in front of you. So with this card this weekend, I could suggest you to pay attention not to the signs, but pay attention to what really unfolds. Especially if we're talking about your career, you need to pay attention what kind of opportunities the fate itself is giving to you, excuse me, as options available moving forward, because these kind of options available, that they could come through ideas of yours, they could come through propositions of different people. These kind of options available, guys, they will have a huge unfoldment in the future that is yet to come. And for your relationship, this card promises only great things for your relationship. So this weekend, guys, you're going to enjoy the love that streams in between you and your partner. For Tauruses, we do have the Sun card, and we have even a better time for Taurus now this weekend, guys. You will reach certain results, and they're going to be very satisfiable results. Actually, every kind of circumstances in your fields, in your relationship or into your career, they're going to unfold naturally, guys, and they're going to be unfolding with a kind of how can I place in words, they're going to unfold themselves with success, and basically you will enjoy that time. What else I can tell you about the Sun card? Now, if you are happening to work this weekend, guys, everything will happen for you with ease. You are about to see the fruits of your labor. And also this card kind of like implants a certain opportunities for monetary increase as well. But regardless of all that, this is a general yes to your answer, so that is a green light for your projects. That is a also kind of like how can I place it in words here, guys? That is kind of like a reminder, or a approval that you can do it if you do have any doubts this weekend for certain projects in your career or into your work. Can you do it or not? Yes, you can with this card coming up for the projects that you're thinking about during this weekend. And if we're talking about your relationship, guys, this card shows ending of conflicts. This guy shows burying down tomahawks and starting anew, if you want to say it that way. But the best properties of that card is that your partner this weekend is going to contribute for your happiness, and as you need to do the same thing, because this card doesn't the property of this card doesn't care about your personal comfort created by you, but it is a comfort through creation of someone else, which means that someone else, mainly your partner, is going to contribute for your well-being, and that will be kind of like a reflection of how well you contribute for their um, well-being. The next card that is going to be for Gemini, and Gemini, we do have for you the Six of Pentacles. So a little bit of harmony will be jeopardized here as far as it goes career-wise, guys. It does look like that you are going to receive charity, okay? And well, if you're let me try to explain it simple. If you're happening to work this weekend, guys, it does look like that someone is going to approach you. They are going to lend you help, a help that you in reality does not need. So if you push yourself a little bit further and harder, you're about to realize that things that these people are helping you with actually you can do on your own. And that being said, you will not owe anybody anything at the end of the day. And on top of that, guys, you alone are going to collect the fruits of your labor. But talking about your relationship with this card, it is kind of like a little bit unfortunate, Geminis, because this weekend, guys, you have to make a certain compromises, and you have to get along with your partner. Not your partner has to get along with you, but you need to be the one who gets along with your partner. But it is very important here that you kind of make a note that everybody needs to know their place. So you should not allow anybody to trespass a certain threshold and a certain barrier that you have placed. For example, people shouldn't, because they are generous, or people that you are allowing them to do certain things, they should not forget where they stand and what their place is into your life. That is very important here. You need to guard, or kind of like you need to place everybody in the exact place where they're standing into your life, and you should show them that they basically need to stick to that. I mean, they should not forget themselves. For Cancer, this weekend we do have the Wheel of Fortune. So if you are happening to working, guys, this weekend, it will be a crazy time, because a lot of things are going to start happening for you, in a sense that this is about breakthroughs here. And as soon as you start putting a certain efforts, as soon as you start investing into your things, you're about to see unfoldment. And the more you invest, the more time and energy you invest into them, the bigger unfoldment it's going to be. So it is kind of like choosing here for you, Cancer. Are you going to invest your time into your career, or are you going to invest your time into your relationship? The choice entirely depends on you, guys. Wherever you invest your time in is going to be very productive. The moment you start investing with this card, it does shows a very happy once in a lifetime, maybe, or once yearly, I'd like to say, with this card, circumstances that really gives you a change to make a big jump moving forward. As I said, either into your career or either into your relationship. Now, if you're not happening to working this weekend, but you do really want to focus upon your career, then you can scratch a certain ideas, guys. With the Wheel of Fortune, it does look like that your ideas will really have implantation into the career that you are attending to. And on top of that, as soon as you start sharing them in the week that is yet to come, these ideas are going to enthrall people, and they are going to win followers. So if you're not capable to work this weekend, guys, but you do really want to focus upon your career, scratch down the ideas or the agenda that you want to follow in the week that is yet to come, and it really gonna serve a great deal for you. Talking about your relationship with this card, you need to be open for surprises, Cancers, because your partner is kind of like, it's going to act a little bit weird this weekend, but in the same time it's going to pleasantly surprise you, and these kind of surprises are going to give you chances, guys, to make up with the certain things that you have kind of like overlooked in the past in this relationship, and on top of that to kind of like a bury down a certain arguments, bury down a certain uncomfortable states, uncomfortable situations in between you and them, and that is going to basically bring up a better times for one relationship. For Leo, we do have the Three of Cups, and there is nothing else to say about that card than have fun, guys. I mean, go out, start meeting with people. If a friend of yours call you and ask you to go out for a cup of coffee, glass of beer, don't turn them down, guys. Just go out and have a experience with multiple people. The experience is entirely up to you what kind is going to be, but start meeting, go out. I mean, wider your horizons. This is very important because this weekend, guys, team experience is going to expand your horizon, basically. How can I place it in words? You are about to see life from a different perspective, and if you're feeling really depressed and you're feeling like in a helpless situation, going out and spending time with people who really can enjoy themselves, you will start enjoying yourselves, and they will contribute for your happiness. Now, one thing is also very kind of like accurate for that card is that you need to honor the traditions. What I mean is that if you have to face a certain tradition this weekend with your family, for example, or if it is an anniversary from your marriage, or for example it is an anniversary from your or making a relationship, you know, you need to honor that. You need to make a gift, you need to make a present in these kind of stuff. But if you are happening to work this weekend, guys, things that you are attending to, they are gonna start happening with ease. I mean, you'll be able to cope with them with ease. For Virgo, we do have the Emperor, and this is going to be rather very demanding weekend from you guys, because you will have to attend to a certain responsibility of your life, promises that you have been given in the past, or chores which cannot be postponed anymore, and you have to kind of like make a plan or set things in order, have a certain structure in those kind of responsibilities, duties, chores, you name it, because through structure, I mean, you shouldn't be chaotic, you shouldn't scamper around, you shouldn't be adaptive. This is my point here. But as soon as you scratch down your plans and your agenda, you have to follow it strictly, guys, because through it you're about to also be able to save time. That is very important. And as well as you create that plan, how you can cope with the things in your career or with the things into your relationship, you will be able to face the ups and downs with much more ease, and you are going to have bigger personal freedom. For Libras, we do have the Chariot card, and you need a higher sense of convictions here, guys. I mean, something is going to test you in a certain sense, and it will require from you a heroic efforts in order to overcome it, in a sense that emotionally you will not feel very inspired to move on forward. It is because the difficulty will be quite tough, and in the same time you can bypass it, you can just skip it, you know, but the reward is going to be great. So how you can overcome that kind of a difficulty that is going to come into your daily routine now, it is through iron will and determination, guys. Regardless of how tough that kind of difficulty looks like, if you push forward blindly, you will be able, as I said, to overcome. So that could be a big setback into your project if you're happening to work this weekend. That could be a huge argument into your relationship, guys, which requires from you not to step down but to push on forward. But what is important here is to maintain communication. Why this kind of like difficulty is happening for you, Libras? It is because you are in a verge of preparing for a huge jump moving forward. A very, very important decision is awaiting from you, and that difficulty that is staying for you right now, it is the only thing obstructing you of doing it. This is the final efforts before you can actually step into the next level, either into your career or either into your relationship. For you Scorpios, we do have the Nine of Pentacles. So with this card, you can really rely on personal independence this weekend, guys. I mean, things that you're going to achieve into your career will be entirely based on your professionalism and entirely based on your personal effort. So no one is there to help you, or rather no one can help you. It is because the things that you're going to cope with, they can you are the only one who is qualified or kind of like adequate to take on them and to deal with them in a sense that no one else can, if that makes sense to you. In other words, guys, that card speaks a success into your business if you're happening to work this weekend. And if we're talking about your relationship with this card, you will sit on a little bit higher horse than usual, looking at that card showing indestructible state, indestructible sense. So in a sense that you probably made a certain demands, or you have a certain state taken in the recent past, and for what it seems this weekend, you Scorpio will not step back from it. You will keep up your ground. But it is important into your relationship, guys, to show that you can take care for your partner. That is very important with this card. That yeah, you could surround yourself with comfort and luxury. You are ready to share that luxury and comfort with someone else, and especially with your partner. That will unblock your relationship in a huge way if your relationship is really hurting right now. If your relationship is going flawless with this card, guys, you can start acting a little bit carefree, expressing yourself spontaneously and showing a little bit a childish behavior, kind of like a childish spirit, if I can say it that way, impure pure spirit, in a sense that you can express your emotions on site, you can share your ideas on site without actually repartee them, and without actually frantically trying to twist them in a sense that your partner is going to accept them a little bit with a little bit more lightly. I mean, you can just in their original version share them with them, and you're going to see a huge breakthrough. Oh, next one, that is going to be Sagittarius. We do have the Seven of Cups for you guys. You have to be very careful in this weekend, because this card, it comes as a celluloid dream sometimes. I mean, you could for example, into your career, you could lie yourself for a success of a certain project through certain actions that you're about to take. That is just an idea right now, but it does, excuse me, that was my phone fall down. It does require more research, guys. It does require more facts. It is because right now most of it stays on a base of fictions, and if you go forward with those fictions, you risk to be hugely disappointed. Now, as the disappointment happens, you will get back on track. I mean, this card is kind of giving you the security of being back on track, but is it really necessary a disappointment to happen first through a hasty actions, while you can just, skip that and spare yourself from disappointment by doing a little bit more research upon the things into your career. Talking about relationship, almost the same thing, guys, but this is a little bit inconstant behavior from your partner. What I mean is, one day, at a certain moment, they could be very loving, they could be very kind, they could be very promising to you, and at the next moment they could be really reserved, conservative, closed in themselves, and you will have these mixed messages, and you will not know what to make up with them. I mean, you will be kind of confused. Is this relationship really gonna go in the long run or not? It is just the time, guys. Don't make a hasty decision here, because as I said, as soon as you make it, you may end up disappointed from your own decision. Now, the good thing is that you will have a second chance, which means that you will be able to to kind of like fix that decision, to change it, to change your heart, and that's a good thing. But that's really, it is worth it going through a disappointment. So best thing here with this card, guys, is to ground yourself and wait a little bit. For Capricorns, we do have the Justice card. So guys, you're gonna get what you deserve. This is the highest explanation of this card. But so a little bit more practical level, talking about your career here, you can align your priorities, guys. This card coming up, it kind of shows that you're throwing a little bit more resources, or a lot more resources, into things which are not quite productive, or that they cannot repay you back right now, which means that you can reprioritize your resources, the time spent, the energy that you're giving into your projects. And also, if you're working on a different couple of jobs, you know, or you're a private contractor, it kind of like this card reflects to a situation where you can judge your um, project and your task through a acute discernment, and you can make a very, very accountable decision for oneself, which means that you have to, you know, give more efforts toward the agenda which is going to pay you the most, regardless of if the other one is your friend or your family, or something like this. I mean, you have to make that decision by your personal accountability. Now, talking about your relationship, this card shows that you need to put a certain balance into one relationship. Let's say that right now you're doing the most of the job into your relationship. Well, right now you have to kind of like spread the duties. You have to kind of like yeah shift the duties in half. What I mean is that you need to note your partner that they also have responsibilities toward your relationship, and they need to start doing those responsibilities. There is nothing here about emotions, guys. It's all about the chores that has to be made into one relationship, and you both need to share them on an equal measures. Okay. For Aquarius, we do have the Queen of Pentacles, guys, and that could be a woman um, that is approaching you this weekend, which is going to make you aware of someone explore opportunities for yourself, either into your career or either into your relationship life. This is a very accurate for those who are single. What I mean is that that could be a woman which is approaching you and is telling you, look, this woman is just liking you, okay? Or this man is so into you, why you don't give him a chance? You know, they are going to make you aware for unexplored opportunities. If we're not talking about women, this card is all about making something solid into your relationship or into your career. So this weekend, guys, if we're talking about your relationship and this isn't the woman, then you are going to consolidate your relationship through creating comfort in it, through answering your partner's wishes or your partner's calls. And if we're talking about your career, this is about research. This is about paying attention and trying to foresee the obstacles that may come as soon as the project move forward in the next week. And by doing so, by doing that reconnoitering of these kind of you know, these kind of statistics, you can take an appropriate measures before the problem can happen. For Pisces, we do have the Six of Swords, and that is going to be a rather difficult time for you. It's going to be a difficult weekend. It is because you either have to make a major choice, or you either have to make a major step moving forward. The problem is that either the choice or the step that you need to make, guys, it does require a certain risk taken, because it's not, well, it is not even a risk to be said, because you will have the impression that you are betting something, okay, that you can do something by making that step moving forward. It's because you're sitting on a threshold that inspire fear in you, but in reality there is nothing for you to be afraid of. I mean, this step is very necessary for you to improve your personal circumstances and to make something happen, to alter your outcome, to go one step closer to the dream that you do have, because only thinking about that dream is not going to get you any closer to it, but actually actions are needed. And this is what that card says, that this weekend you Pisces need to do something about it. You need to do something about your relationship, even if it does look risky, even if it does look bold, and you need to do something about it for your career, even if it does look risky and even if it does look a bold. If it is about your career, it does look like that it's going to be involved with a certain conversation. You need to make people believe in something that you do have in mind. You need to unite people around their common goal, something like this. It is what is going to be. But if it is happening about your relationship, guys, you need to talk about a serious thing with your partner, like how they are imagining that relationship is going to move forward, what they really want that relationship to become. These kind of stuff that can really scare your partner, stuff that has to be talked of, because otherwise the relationship is going to stay in just the same level and it's never going to move forward if those kind of questions are not raised. And for what it seems, this weekend for you Pisces, it's the perfect time where you can raise those questions. So that was the tarot reading for the weekend, guys, for 28th of October for this weekend, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it is helpful to you. And again, guys, the winner of the previous giveaway, that wins a weekly reading, personal weekly reading for the week that is coming. That is a Alana Jagush. And she's going to receive that reading. If you do want to be the winner here for the next week, guys, the only thing you have to do is share the post of this video, which is going to be posted on my Facebook page. And if you don't know it, it is written here in the description of this video, guys. Make sure you check it. And again, if you do want a personal reading with me, you can always purchase one at www.tarotpredictions.net, which is written here in the description of this video. And if you do want the support this channel, guys, you can make a subscription. The link for the subscriptions is also written in the description of this video, or just going at the website and clicking at the section members only is going to lead you there where you can make a subscription. Now, with that being said, we're going to see each other next time, guys, and until then, bye.